Hey, what's up guys? This is Davis. This is Castlevania for the NES. I don't want to talk too much before I get into this, especially over this nice, awesome intro. Simon looks upon Dracula's castle. But yeah, this might seem a little bit random, but essentially I got into a kind of a cool little retro game fix over the past month due to me getting an Oculus Rift and getting an awesome little app/game for it called New Retro Arcade, which is... get that clock. Which is essentially a front end of some kind, a way to play emulated games, but it's in the setting of an 80s/early 90s arcade, and it allows you to not only import your own ROMs into the game through, a reasonable amount, up to actually like Nintendo DS, but only handhelds and lower end systems like that. So essentially all the games that I have in, because I'm a big Nintendo fan, grew up on it and such, are NES, Super NES, ooh, take that holy water, not going to be very useful on the boss here, but oh well. Those two systems, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance, and I have a couple DS games in there, but they're, you're quote-unquote kind of limited into how many DS games you can place in because of how the arcade is structured. That doesn't really make a lot of sense now, I know, but I'm planning on showing that off at some point because I did put a lot of work in the game designing the art for the arcade cabinets, which I did pretty much like 90% by manually, and a bunch of other stuff, which I will explain, but that's pretty much why I've come back to this game. I actually did beat this game once a while ago, and not really a while ago by the standard of how long the game's actually been out, but a while ago, for me... Oh, that was fair. Actually probably should move my monitor a bit. I have the left side kind of cut off, just because I have so much stuff on my desk. But anyways, I beat this a while ago because I watched the Game Grumps playthrough, particularly John. That's the only era of Game Grumps I watched, about 2012 to 2013. He was there for about a year. And they played this game, and I also saw the old Angry Video Game Nerd videos of it, which are also excellent. So I wanted to give it a shot for myself, and I beat it after some toil. And this is a very difficult game. Overall, the first couple levels are not very difficult, but after that the game ramps up in difficulty pretty extremely, so there's going to be quite a bit of fail here, probably. Hopefully not, but, I'm expecting the worst. Especially due to the fact that I'm not playing this on a controller that I'm exactly comfortable using. I'm playing this on an emulator right now for ease of recording purposes. I probably should have got that axe, but oh well, this boss shouldn't give me too much trouble, even without a good sub-weapon for him. The Holy Water is probably the best sub-weapon in the game, just not for this particular boss. Oh, pick that up just cuz. Dang. Oh, can't use your sub-weapon near a staircase, of course. Ugh. Man, is he just kind of sit over there? Oh. I just reset his pattern. Yeah, the Holy Water really is not doing much for this guy. Oh, two-shot. Which would be good if this boss was at all affected by it. Ugh. Oh, get him. Oh, dang. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put the Holy Water to rest. Oh, I keep getting stuck on those stairs, too. Oh, duck. Oh god. Wow, I'm gonna die on this thing, huh? I guess you do need a decent sub-weapon. Oh, freeze him! Yes! I cheesed him at the very end. Holy Water came through for me. Take a quick little victory sip. So yeah, I do know this game pretty well at this point. I wouldn't call myself an expert at it by any means, but I do know a couple good tricks for getting through the tougher later stages, so We'll see if I can not fail too much. I'm gonna hold on to my holy water here. It's kind of a problem with this game. There's no like prompt to ask you if you want to overwrite what you have. You just kind of lose it, so that sucks. You want to get ahead and find this little hidden treasure here. There's another one of these throughout this level, and I don't remember any of them in any other level. Nice. Oh, excellent. So I have a triple shot with holy water now. What the shots do, quote unquote, what the multi-shots do, is they allow you to have that many of your sub-weapon, which mine is holy water at the moment, of course, on the screen at once. So normally, if I use a holy water with nothing, I have to wait for whichever one I've thrown to run out before I can use another one. Which prevents a lot of the strategies that I'm going to abuse in later stages, so hopefully, I mean, I'm going to lose this between then, because every time you die, you lose your sub-weapon. Not every time you get simply a game over. This place is kind of risky to whip can. Oh, shoot. Ugh, yeah, if you turn around, the Medusa heads that are flying at you are going to come at you from the other direction, so it's best to try to keep walking one way, but a lot of times they're just out of your... Ugh, they're just out of your attacking range, or out of your attacking angle, essentially, is what it comes down to. Castlevania, if you've never played it, is a game known for its extreme challenge, and a lot of that is due to the pretty crippling control of the game. Jesus, I'm gonna die. Oh, how did I not suffer knockback there? That was pretty nuts. I have no idea, but I'm glad. The hit that I took actually doesn't matter at all, because there's a pork chop in the platform here, so that's nice. Knowing where all your pork chops are is a good tool to doing well at this game. I have enough hearts now to where I don't really feel the need to whip any candles, and I don't really want to just... okay. Just in case sub-weapon pops out that I don't want. So we're gonna... I mean, these are like whatever, because there's no enemies around me. These things that are coming down from the ceiling are a one-hit kill, so... This one is actually the hardest one. Gotta get through that quickly. Like I said, if you die, you lose your sub-weapon, so I don't want to do that. Little guy creeping up on me. I can actually kill this thing from a distance, I think. If that's actually hurting him, which it is. Cool. Oh. I tried to throw... oh, jeez. Again, you really have to be careful when you have a weapon that you actually want. When you're whipping those candles. I don't know why I'm still collecting hearts. When I see a heart, I have a hard time passing it up. So, for these guys... oh, okay. I was just about to say, for these guys, the best strategy is to just keep on whipping from a distance until they eventually die. But that didn't exactly do me justice there. I'm pretty sure that made no sense, but that's fine. So this is a hallway with Medusa heads flying at you from the left. It's all leading up to something, so... okay, 2 Medusa heads. See this weird statue here. This thing is eventually going to come to life, and holy water just wrecks it like it does a lot of bosses, especially with the 2 and 3 shot. With the 3 shot, this is essentially a way to cheese bosses and prevent them from moving. Holy water lock, I think, is like the average term. I got 30,000 points, so I got an extra life. In the later games, more particularly Castlevania 3, you get an extra life every 20,000 points, but that game is ridiculously more difficult than this one, so... and this is where the game really starts to ramp up in difficulty, but this is also where the game... well, the first stage has good music, but this stage's music is absolutely fantastic. Probably in the top 5 for me in the entire series, which that's saying a lot, because this franchise has some of the best music in video game history, without a doubt. These guys just try to get them on screen, just barely, and then whip them right when they come down. Try to make them not be able to reach you. This guy, you can just take out with holy water, I guess. There's a pork chop in the platform back there, that very first block on the right, I think. So if you took a hit, you can kind of repair yourself. Although this next part is just an onslaught of cheap enemies and cheap deaths. Could have got knocked back into that pit. That's essentially where a lot of the difficulty in these games come from, particularly 1 and 3, is the knockback you receive. And oh, Jesus, you just latch onto the stairs. It's crazy. The reason why you latch onto the stairs is due to the clunky control scheme that I mentioned earlier, where to use your sub-weapon, you know, obviously because it's an NES controller, there's 2 buttons. Up and B throws your sub-weapon, and up on the control pad also climbs the stairs. So there's a couple overlapping control schemes that, or control options that make your movement and overall gameplay experience a little clunky and cause some unfair hits and even more unfair deaths. So just, oh, okay, I thought this was just crows here, but apparently we have Medusas returning from the previous level. This is kind of an annoying spot right here. Luckily Holy Water was able to let me avoid most of that. Okay, so it's pretty good that we haven't taken a hit so far. I really want to keep on, or hold on to this triple shot Holy Water as long as I can, because it'll help out against the boss of this level and the next, but I do have an opportunity to get it on every level from here out. So for these guys, you do just want to whip, but you want to also keep your distance as much as possible. Nice. I'm glad I intercepted that crow. These crows are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. Oof, okay. But yeah, you want to try to keep as much distance between those guys and yourself as possible. Unless you're behind a pit like I just was there, I kind of crept a little bit closer to where if I got hit, I wouldn't shoot off into the abyss. But the reason being is that the more distance you give yourself between those guys, the more opportunity you have to whip the fireballs that they potentially will be able to shoot out. So I'm luckily able to clean up these crows with the Holy Water here. The crows in Castlevania 3 are by far the most annoying enemy in that entire game, and it's just like, they're crows. Like, there's so many more enemies in that game, but those simple little birds that you can find on Earth are the worst of all, because they're even in this game, their flight patterns are really erratic. They don't seem to follow any kind of pattern. Got lucky there. There's this tower flipping off Simon. Oh, jump. Okay. Just throw the Holy Water there. Keep throwing it to try and... Okay, nice. I try to avoid all the Medusas with it. This candle right here has a dagger in it, so no way I'm getting that. Little pork chop for you there. Just Holy Water this guy, I'm gonna get hit. I have no idea how I paused the game. Oh, Jesus. It's like my controller is going crazy here. Okay, this is not actually going that well. It's much better when you only have one boss for sure, but there you go. So I had 2 hits left in me, but that was a little scary. This next stage is where the cheap deaths really start getting crazy, and it's actually doesn't have anything to do with this cutscene where you should fall to your death, but oh well. Guess it's better to not question it. I'm actually close to another extra life, but I don't really value lives that much in this particular game. Castlevania 3 is a little bit better about, well, I don't know. It's a little bit better about giving you more useful things down the road in the stage, where this game, it's more just like, the best stuff is generally at the beginning of the stage, and that's why they put it there, to give you a reward for not... Okay, you got a duck here. They give you a reward for not dying, so... Oh god, this fishman. This bat. Oh my... I didn't... Okay, I should have stayed on the platform, but I can't believe that I actually didn't just die. Looks like I didn't get an extra life, which is kind of weird. But I'm just trying to get out of this underground section. Luckily, a couple of those bats are react to your jump trajectory. and this is kind of a stressful part. I should have got that. That's an invincibility potion. But yeah, they'll react to your current height, so because I was jumping, a couple of those bats went above where they would normally. Oh god, yeah, this is a pain. Whenever like 2 of them land like that, and they'll drop sub-weapons like that axe, so you have to be careful about not picking those up, and it's really a pain when they keep spawning behind you also, because then you have to keep going back. The best strategy with these guys is to hit them before they can move, of course. So that's what I'm trying to do. This guy actually, there's a little trick with him, as you just saw, where you can just run through him because he doesn't... By the time he spawns and does his little spawning animation, he doesn't actually... Oh Jesus. Ugh, this guy is such a pain. Okay, I again didn't pause. I don't know what's going on with my controller here. Luckily there's a little pick-me-up here in the health department. I'm actually pretty low on hearts, so I don't want this guy to respawn, because he will if I go too far off screen from this area. But I do need a decent amount of hearts to lock the boss the way I need to. This boss is a huge pain if you don't, throw it. Nice, okay. This boss is a huge pain if you don't use this holy water trick. And I'll show you why. Essentially because this little guy on top of Frankenstein monster's head will jump all around the screen just like a Fleaman in even a more erratic pattern, and also shoot fireballs at you, so yeah, locking him is pretty, I don't know, not essential, but it's a very difficult boss if you don't do that. Also, no, I haven't died yet, which is pretty crazy, especially with how my controller is malfunctioning. It's just pausing randomly. I don't know what's going on there. Oh god, this is an annoying part, and I got past it. Cool. Those 2 Fleamen often hit me. This one also is just extremely annoying because you can't really use your sub-weapon. Well, you can, but, okay, thought that could be a sub-weapon there. Oh, he just off-screened himself and he came back. Come on, get over here. Anyways, essentially trying to hit that Fleaman with holy water like that can just lead to you climbing the stairs over and over. There's Fleaman down there that can't hit you, so that's good. This is what most people consider to be the most difficult stage in the game. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. If I picked up that knife, it was pretty much GG. The knife is, or the dagger, I guess as it's called, is generally the worst weapon in the game. This guy is pretty annoying. Ugh, okay. Need to pick up some more hearts, because I'm going to need to use holy water in this hallway coming up. Well, technically not, but, you know, it's helpful. Walls are generally where your power-ups will be, you know, your... Ugh, man, I want that heart, but this guy is just looming. Oh, jeez. This is what I use the holy water for. Oh, god. Yeah, this is bad. Hopefully he just off-screened himself. Okay. So there's a pork chop right here, so recover... Since you die in 4 hits, and everything, you know, obviously takes 4 life bars away. Having 2 missing, essentially, having 3 missing, 3 or less, essentially means that you're at full life, so that's pretty cool. I'm just using the holy water to get past that annoying Fleaman right there. Ugh, man, that sucks. That's not a good hit to be taking. This guy just often off-screens himself and never comes back. I don't know what the deal with that is. Hopefully I can get some more hearts here soon, because this is not going too well. Try and get up here as soon as this guy... Ugh, oh god. Oh. Thank you. That was scary. We had the axe coming under me, and more importantly, we had the axe power-up that was sitting there waiting to be taken. So those hearts help a lot. I should be pretty good from here on out. There's a couple annoying knights to take care of in this hallway. Ugh. Yeah, these red guys you gotta kind of keep a vigilant eye for. Try to not take unnecessary hits. Oh god. Yeah, here's the knight. He can be a really big pain. Just try and whip his axe and go. Hope he doesn't... The best way to take this guy out is just catch him running back like that. Because he has pretty much, unlike a lot of the knights you face, he has a ton of room to walk back, pretty much infinite. And this knight here is kind of the same way. He has a finite room to walk back. Catch him, dang. Right here. So you pretty much just have to get him against that wall, but try not to take a hit in that time is pretty difficult. And then you have this annoying red skeleton down here that you have to avoid colliding with. And that's that section done. Now hopefully if I can not take a hit in this next section, there's a pork chop that'll refill the rest of my life, so that'll be good. Just try and whip his next fireballs. Okay, he took a bigger break than I thought he would. Nice. I was a little liberal with the holy water there because I have enough hearts to waste, and I didn't want to... Okay. Oh, jeez, this is close. Oh, go, 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 go! Ah, Jesus. Cutting that a little bit close. Climbing up and down the stairs is just really awkward. The stairs in particular, Castlevania 3 are one of the most annoying parts of the game. Okay, so this is what many people consider to be the hardest part of the game. Trying to avoid those Medusas. Man, okay, I need... Oh god, can I... Okay, am I free? Okay, so as long as you can make it to the boss without getting hit. You gotta lock the screen there to make him spawn. And then lock him with a holy water. Please, controller, don't mess up. If my controller messes up and he's able to move, I'm dead here. Thank you. Because if he does move, I have one hit left, and he spawns a ton of sights that fly in erratic patterns around the stage. So, while many people consider that stage to be the hardest in the game, I consider Stage 6 to be by far the hardest, and is why I would never really consider doing a no-death run of this game. If I did one here, that'd be great, because I haven't died. But, yeah, it's essentially all RNG on this part coming up here. I tried to do something cheeky there to freeze him with the holy water. Why'd it give me a 2-shot? I don't have a weapon. Now I do. I didn't press up there. So, if anybody's wondering what I meant when I said in level 1 I'm using a controller that I'm not comfortable with, I'm using the Xbox controller, Xbox 360 controller, which, oh jeez. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, this stage is bullshit. If you are wondering, that is the level 1 boss in its entirety. I'm pretty sure it takes the same number of hits, and there's like 4 or 5 of them on this run, on this narrow pathway with death traps everywhere, so your best bet is just to run through them. On platforms like this, it's risky, but you can kind of cheese them. The reason I'm hitting them is because it kind of... Oh, just outrun the fireballs? Yes. Okay, I think I got through it. Nice. Get out of here. Okay, nice. Okay. I'm going to skip that candle up there to make sure I get this full whip power up. That kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping I would get a cheesy no-death run. Well, not really cheesy, but that would have been really cool. But yeah, I really don't like this stage. Jeez, okay, that guy just threw like his entire 206 bones at me. This next part of the stage is a real pain. This first part is easier when you have the axe, like I had from, you know, the previous stage, but once you die here, which you probably will, oh, Jesus, yeah. Luckily, there's a pork chop in the wall. Can I get it? Can I even get the pork chop? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that maneuver. Okay. No, get off the stairs. Yeah, this stage is pretty bad. Just, it's pretty much all cheat deaths in this stage. I'm trying to lure this guy over here because that's pretty much the only way you can kill him. If you jump after him, then... I can't believe he hit me with that. If you jump after him, then he pretty much will knock you into that pit on the right side. So yeah, anyways, I'm using the Xbox controller, and I'm using the D-pad on it, but oh my god, get away. Well, I actually need him to come near me, but not that close. So anyways, and I just took another hit. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna die here. Might as well take the dagger because I have nothing better. This guy's gonna kill me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Well, hopefully I don't have to restart this entire stage. If you just drop the whip down the toilet, man. If you do get a game over, you have to start from the very beginning of the stage. Those doors normally count as checkpoints, but they're also indicated by the stage number at the upper right. Is this... Yeah, I hate Stage 6. This is just not good game design in any way. The first part or this later part. Not fun. But anyways, you're almost at the end here, is the nice part. This is the last stage of the game, and... Oof. Okay, that clock is actually super good, even though I don't really have that many hearts to benefit from it. If I can kill this guy without having to use it, that'd be great. Can he just... Okay, got the long whip. That's good. Whatever. Avoid that, because that's a, nice. I got a 5 heart. I can avoid that. Okay, get up here. No, I try to use a sub-weapon. One good thing about the stairs is that it prevents knockback. Oh, God. Use the clock. I couldn't use the clock, and now I have to do the entire stage over. Stage 6 sucks, what can I say? There seems to be very little skill involved in it, but whatever. I guess they do give you the axe, so you could just use that instead of trying to whip these guys, but I don't know. Just don't... he's coming after... Okay, he stopped. Yeah, it's just complete random luck whether or not you get through this. I'm pretty much safe now, because the only thing that really gets you here is the death traps. I don't care about the hit. Whew. Okay, I did care about 2 hits, but I wanted that heart. God, die, you son of a bitch. Oh god, really? Okay, do I have the longest whip? I do. And I have the axe, so hopefully I can just get through this and move on to Dracula. Got him. Oh, you dropped the 2-shot right down the drain, man. Just like the whip power-up from before. Oh, god. I'm gonna get this, take the hit. Oh, it killed that guy. That's really good. Can I get through here without a hit? Okay, nice. I still don't have the clock. This is so bad. Like, I don't... Okay. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. Maybe wait for him to leave, but then more are just gonna spawn, so... I don't know. Did I say this is the worst part of the game? I stand by that. Oh my good lord, you do not need that many bones on screen. The NES cannot handle that many bones. Are you out of your mind? You're breaking the game. Hey, might as well get the dagger, because why not? I don't have anything else. Just try and slip through it. It's essentially all you can do. Get the pork chop and run. Okay, I guess I guess there's a platform there. Take the hit. Try to not get hit here. Okay, cool. I think I'm still alive somehow, but I can't take another hit. It's so bad. I haven't had this much trouble with it in a while. That crucifix would have been nice. Or the boomerang cross, as some call it. Yeah, this is really bad. I mean, the one saving grace about this stage is that it's really short. That screen that I keep dying on is the last screen of the stage. Okay, I got past that without taking a hit. I still don't have the best whip, which is a pain. keep taking hits here, which is bad. Didn't mean to throw that, I meant to whip. God, yeah, I'm gonna die here again. Like, you can't... Okay, this is good, this is good. Go, you stupid eagle, fly like an eagle that you are. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, it was just luck that the enemies spawned the way they did. Don't mess with any of these candles because you might risk dying. And the thing about this stage, this is Dracula's stage. Yes, I just killed myself, and that is because Dracula's stage is a game over checkpoint as well as a, you know, obviously a regular death checkpoint. There's a few ways you can go about this boss fight. My preferred way is to grab the holy water that's in the room. However, if you do that, you can grind for a 2-shot, which you can get 2 and double and triple shots for your weapons by either finding them like regular items, or you can destroy objects such as candles and enemies. And if you once you destroy a certain amount, I think it's supposed to be like 10, but it seems to just be completely random in my experience. Once you do that, then that's how you can get the double and triple shots. I actually didn't know that candles counted until my brother told me yesterday, so that was really handy. So technically you could grind for a triple shot crucifix just from going up and down the stairs and getting those candles over and over. But I still prefer just the regular holy water for the second form. Just as a side note, this is one of the most annoying boss fights in video game history, this first form in particular, because as you can see, Dracula spawns randomly in the room, and you really don't have enough time to react to what he's going to do, so you just take random hits like that, and it is extremely frustrating. Pretty much my idea is just keep moving and keep your reflexes very sharp. But sometimes he'll just appear in spots that you can't do anything about. And then other times it'll trick you up because he'll appear completely across the room like this, as I was saying it. So this first form is very frustrating and a very poor piece of game design. The next fight, however, the next phase, however, is, in my opinion, very well done and very fun for the most part. I really cannot afford to take that hit. Alright, so here's the next form. Oh god. My preferred way to go about this is throw, oh, yeah, I reacted too quick. You can run through him when he, oh my gosh, oh, can I lock him? Oh god. I'm locking him. Oh god, I did it too quick. No, I did it too quick. That was completely unintentional. Okay. So what I'm generally, my plan is against that guy, and I was almost out of hearts too, oh my god. I was almost out of hearts because I didn't plan on using the double shot and using that many hearts. So my plan is generally to throw holy water at his feet, stun him there, and then whip his head twice, because his head is supposed to be the only place he's vulnerable, but the holy water does a tiny bit of residual damage. But I just got lucky. I got his fireballs with the fireballs that he shoots out. I got those with the holy water. It gave me the 2-shot, and then I barely locked him, even though I did a terrible job. So all these names in the credits are essentially parodies of famous actors in horror movies that this game was obviously inspired by. And the one thing I don't get though is I heard a reason they did this is because Konami didn't want to release their employee names publicly, but it says, and the hero Simon Belmondo. Simon Belmont is not an employee at Konami, so I don't know why they bothered to change that, especially when that's the only real reference of his name in the game, I think. So I don't know how you're supposed to know. Anyway, that was a mouthful. That was actually a really quick run through of the game. I mean, I guess I didn't die up until stage 6. This is the hard mode of the game, which I guess I'll show a tiny bit of. I'm not really a big fan of the hard mode, not because it's more difficult, Most of your deaths in this game come from cheapness anyways, especially as I showcase very strictly in level, or whatever, showcased a lot in level 6. But this playthrough of the game adds a bunch of enemies like those Medusa heads in spots where they weren't normally, and essentially what that does is just causes you to suffer even more cheap deaths through pits and everything. So I'm just not really a big fan of it. However, there's a big difference beside all the new enemies like the bats, and that's the fact that you take 4 life from everything in the game, and I'm not sure if you can take more. I've heard that you could, but I'm not even sure if that's true. So yeah, that's it. Next up I'm going to be tackling the much more difficult behemoth that is Castlevania 3 and its multiple routes, and explaining all the crazy stuff that goes on through there. So hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.